Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There's so many little intangible things you must do in order to say you want to be great. Will you sacrifice all that you have in order to be great? Will you give up everything necessary for you to be great? For whatever time that is necessary that you are pursuing, whatever it is that you are choosing to search after in this life. And I want to be transparent. A lot of the time, when I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm talking these are the inner thoughts that I'm telling myself. What are you going to give up? What are you going to do to get to that next level? Are you being lazy in this? Are you getting content? Are you comfortable? These are the questions that I keep continuously pondering in my head over and over. What are you doing that are making you separate from the next man? The next man of who you once were. That man. What are you separating to being different from him? Look what he's done. He did all this. Are you going to be better than him today? Are you going to be better than that guy that broke that record and had this amazing season? That's your old man. Are you better than that man? Because he's looking at you like, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do to surpass the old you? What are you gonna do to elevate in all aspects of life? Like I said, I see it a lot with my family. For instance, just like I said, my culture, I see it a lot with my family. A lot of times, for instance, my cousin, he got a job as a manager at some solar, solar is going really big right now, solar panel. So he got a manager at being someone who's over setting up and doing the things with something with solar energy, solar panels, all that. We're from Florida, so a lot of that right now is booming. It's booming right now. It's doing pretty good. He gets hired, decides, you know what, I'm gonna really take this career path. I'm gonna really try to level up in this job because there's so much upside and potential. I'm going to try to do this and have a change in my life. It's time. He gets on. Now he's able to hire people. First thing he does, hire his brother. Then his brother's wife. Then our cousin. Then his cousin's wife. Then my other cousin, my little brother, and my other cousin. So it just shows the environment in which you are, which you will be more drawn to. And I just see the current cycle of, we will be willing to go and work so many hours for a job for other people on something they're building and creating, but we won't come together and put each other on how do we build a legacy for our family. You're adding to someone else's legacy, and we should change the mindset of what legacy are we creating for ourselves, for this generation, for our people. Like, what is the legacy that we're doing that will lead us to create something amazing? Like, why do we want to stay? Is it just me that I am just really trying to understand what is the legacy that you can leave on this earth, on this planet, that can change lives? There's only one. Like, they always talk about the one. Are you the one that has these thoughts, that has these ambitions, that has this drive to be the one, to not only get the information, to not only apply the information, but to go out and execute on the information? The first step is getting the information, and yes, that is the hardest. It's not hard. We're not going to speak on that, because we're going to really take control of the words that we use, and once we use the words, they will become within us. So it's not hard. We're going to say it's easy. It's easy for us because it comes natural to us, this sensation, this feeling to know that we are the one that has to do something to change everything. It keeps us up at night. We don't feel like we're doing enough. We don't feel like there's always more I can be doing. I did any little break, I'm like, man, should I be resting right now? Or should I be out here grinding? What can I do? My mind be, okay, I get up in the morning, I gotta pray, I gotta meditate, I gotta visualize, and then I gotta make content before I go out. Then after that, get something to eat, then go to the gym and train for an hour, come back, post content. When I'm done with that, go to practice, go to weights, and still be thinking, come back home, edit videos, edit podcasts, work on more content, come up with new ideas. This is just my everyday, and I'll still be like, man, there's still more I need to be doing this somewhere. Where are my blind spots that I'm not seeing that can take me to the next level? Because I don't want to confuse just activity without execution. You want to be working on the right things, the real things that move the needle. Okay, I know I was going over this with my best friend Big Deuce yesterday, and he was creating a list of things that he can do, because we call this money made. This is money made. This is the month that his mother had died, so he's dedicating this month to really focusing and locking in on just elevating to a new level. So we call this money made. And when I rolled up on him, he was creating a list of things that he wanted to do to improve upon that he know he's been lacking. And it brought me back to, I wrote my first book. It brought me back to my book, and I said, bro, this is exactly how I started out when I kind of like wanted to get on my journey. Like, I felt like it was time for a change in my life, and this is when I got on that journey of like, okay, starting this network, writing my first book. And it brought me back to my first book, and it brought me back to seeing him create his list. And my first book was basically about creating a list on what kept me in line and kept me in tune to be able to stay focused, build up the determination, build up the desire, it's like you gotta have the muscles of resilience. Like, you have to build that resilience muscle with it. It's like you have to train it. I trained mine by creating this to-do list, and I created a book. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.